All right, so number 8 here. So we're going to go from -2 to 3 of the absolute value of x squared minus 2x. What I want you to do again is I want you to think of what x squared minus 2x looks like, and then think about what the absolute value looks like. So x squared minus 2x, actually pretty easy to think about, because if you were to factor it, let's just say you had some function f and it was called x squared minus 2. You could take out an x, and that would be x minus 2, which means your zeros are at 0 and 2. So if you were to graph this thing, your zeros are 0, and then this is 2. And you know that it's a parabola because it's x squared, and you know that it's going up because the x squared is positive. So it's just I'm just doing a quick little sketch. It's gonna look something like this. Okay, there's a parabola. Well, the problem is we don't want x squared minus 2x. We don't want just f. We want the absolute value of f. Well, the absolute value of f, if you think about it, does mean that you're not going to have any negative values, right? Because the absolute value is a distance, can't have a negative distance. So that means that this part here is simply going to reflect upwards. So it's just going to look like this. It's the exact same size and shape of what's on the bottom. It's just flipped to be a positive. Well, remember, this integral is going from -2, which is, somewhere over here is -2, to +3. I don't know, my lines are not perfect. Well, so that means from -2 to 0, it's the same. It's just, nothing's changing. And from 2 to 3, it's the same. Sorry, that line is really, really gross. But from 0 to 2, it reflects. Well, we can reflect that area by just making it negative. So again, I already defined f, so I'm just going to rewrite this using f. So that means we could say, okay, so from -2 to 0, that's simply just f of x dx. And then what we're going to do is from the part that goes from 0 to +2 of f of x dx, again, that's just what the function that's inside the absolute values, we're just going to make it negative because it's going to be the opposite. And then finally, from 2 to 3, that's going to be exactly the same because it doesn't change at all. Kind of give you an idea of what this looks like using highlighters, right? So here's the first part. That would be this window. Here's the reflected part. That's this window here, right? And that's why it's opposite, because we're going to reflect it. And then this part right here is this last one. And so then you just do those 3 integrals separately, add it all up, and you're good to go. Hope that makes sense. I'll see you guys on the next problem.